why am I teaching Women's Voices Rising? Okay, so I'm Debora Seidman, and I have been teaching writing workshops and working with women writers for almost 20 years. And I was a little girl who always wanted to write. That was all I wanted to do. But when I was very young, I began to get praise for my writing, and I stopped writing. I didn't understand why at the time, but here was this thing that mattered more to me than anything, and I wasn't able to do it. So for me, it was a long journey to understand why I was sabotaging the thing that mattered most, and I began to heal myself enough to write, and it was a bumpy journey. My very first play won an award, was produced in New York, and I freaked out. I was terrified to be visible. My director at the time said, you know, when I was called up on stage for a talk back, said, you look like the deer in the headlights. And I felt like it. I was like afraid I was going to be killed, literally. I was terrified. So I had done a lot of healing to actually get to the point where I could write the play and send the play off, but then that play led me into another kind of long silence where I went deeper into the roots of what was terrifying me. And I learned a great deal about my own self, and I began to heal, and I began to transform these broken places in me, these terrified places in me that really were places that had to do with trauma. And I began teaching writing workshops for women who were trauma survivors. I began to help women who had been silenced free their voices. And over the course of 10 years, I learned how to help women claim their voices and how to heal the parts of themselves that got in the way of their writing, like I had gotten in the way of my own writing. So Women's Voices Rising for Life on Earth has been developed, it has really grows out of a 20-year career of teaching writing workshops, and a longer journey, probably 40 years, of me healing what stopped me as a writer. So you can contact me by sending me an email. The contact information's on the website. And please, if you have any questions, any comments, leave them in the comment box, because I'm going to create a second short video that will actually address your questions, respond to your questions.